Alright, Yoda MD here. I am in Phoenix. It's about 93 degrees, June 2015. I've got a dead alternator, and I'm going to try and fix this in the parking lot, which is not ideal, but I'm in between places, so I don't have a garage. So, first step, disconnecting the battery for the alternator. So I'll disconnect ground, and then we'll move on to the alternator. It's pretty easy to get to. Electrical connection there, mount there. You need to just break that loose so you can pivot this out of the way, and then later you'll take that off. There's a nut down there, the adjustment nut, and then the nut or the bolt that holds that alternator to the bracket. That's it. And then it pops right out. There's also a connector there on the back side there. So, see if I can do this before it hits 100 today. And I've just got basic tools, a couple Allen keys for the battery terminals, and a real basic set of shorty sockets. I've also got some ratcheting short sockets, or short wrenches rather. So that's about it. Real simple. Something you could do if you're stranded on the highway. First bolt removed, first nut removed rather. That was a 10mm. May differ, but 10mm got that. Alright, now here's a tip if you have short sockets and you don't have the torque you need to undo something. You can interlock wrenches just like this, and now I've got a lot of torque. So you can turn a short wrench into essentially a longer wrench. So just a little tip there. So broke that guy loose. I'll take this out now, the adjustment bolts and nuts down there, and then I'll take this out entirely, unplug that, and we're done. Alright, with the adjustment nut or the bolt out, now you can swing the alternator down. Belt is loose, we can remove this. Belt's off, now we remove this bolt, that connector, and it will come out. Okay, old versus new. This is a Denso remanufactured off of Amazon. Part number 210-0158. 137 bucks shipped. Versus the old Advanced Auto Reman. That lasted me about 5 years. So, we've got it out. And now I'll just put the new one in. And first thing to do is make this connection right there, and then get the pivot bolt through, and then you can put everything else in. Pretty easy. Okay, this can be one of the more frustrating parts about this job. Getting that nut on the back side of the pivot bolt, getting that nut held in place while you thread through the bolt from this side. So for that nut, I put it in the box end of a wrench and then just hold it there. But then you're not going to be able to get the wrench out. So then when you've got that wrench sitting right there, you take another wrench and just pry this away. This is a PCV vent hose, so it's just for oily vapors. So you're not gonna damage that. But just a little tip there, that can be a trick. So I got pivot bolt there. I'll get the connectors already connected down there, right there. Get this connector on, and the belt obviously, and then we'll pull this tight. Set the adjustment bolt there, and then pull it up with the adjustment nut, and I think we're done. Alright, job done. All I needed was 2 sets of short wrenches. I had one ratcheting, which made it a little easier, but that's not totally necessary. And that's it. Pretty easy job. Did that in the parking lot in the summer in Phoenix, and it only took me about, I don't know, 30 minutes total, including videotaping, so not a bad job.